In this video, I'm going to react to Major League Soccer Stadiums 2021. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. This is the place where I react to music, media, sports, anime, anything related to popular culture. I'll watch it with an open mind and give you my 100% honest reaction to it. And if you could please hit that like button early, I'd really appreciate it. Now this video is going to be really interesting because I've actually wanted to start learning more about the MLS for a while now. As someone who is a huge British football fan, I'll just call it football for the sake of this video. Like, football is my first love in terms of sport, and I remember being quite young, you know, when David Beckham went over to the MLS from, I think, was it Real Madrid? It was either Real Madrid or it was AC Milan, and it was a big deal, it was a huge deal, and I do think that him being there probably raised the profile of the MLS internationally, and now it's of a really good standard. Like, there's quite a few, I've noticed in the last few years, quite a few American players or players from the North American region, so America and Canada, that are doing really well. You know, players like Pulisic, the young kid at Bayern Munich, the right back, I can't remember his name, but he's doing really well. Landon Donovan was doing well as well. Paul Dempsey. Yeah, Brad Friedel. So there's quite a few American players that are now, you know, they've reached the top of the game, you know. So I think American football is definitely on the rise. I genuinely believe that within the next 2 World Cups, you will see America, you know, go deep into the knockout stages. So, you know, quarterfinals, semi-finals, it's just going to happen, I think. So this video is going to really show me, you know, what kind of teams, you know, are there, what stadiums, what do the stadiums look like? You know, what do the grounds look like? So let's go. This is going to be me reacting to MLS soccer team stadiums 2021. Let's do it.
Major League Soccer is a league on the rise. Not just the quality of the competition, but the stadiums as well.
Definitely.
Whether it's the sleek...
Whoa, is that in America? That is beautiful. I'm not even taking the mick. That is nice. Jeez. It's better than half the stadiums in the UK.
Modern Allianz Field, the big NFL-style Lumen Field,
wow,
or the historic Providence Park, the MLS has a bit of everything. This season, 3 new stadiums and 1 new team will be making their debut. Here are the Major League Soccer 2021 stadiums, plus an interesting fact about each one.
Wow, look at that.
We start off with Mercedes-Benz.
71,000 capacity. That's enormous. That's literally, that would be the 3rd largest stadium in the UK. After Wembley and Old Trafford.
Stadium, which is not only the biggest stadium in the league, but it's also the only American MLS stadium with a retractable roof.
Wow, look at that interior. Holy shit, that is beautiful. That is legit beautiful.
Austin FC's stadium is in the final stages of construction and should be ready in time for the season opener. This stadium is being built on the site of an old chemical manufacturing plant, so don't be too surprised if the grass starts glowing during a match. Actually, disregard that last part. If it does start glowing, you need to get the hell out of there. I'm being serious, it's a real concern. Soldier Field may be known more as an NFL venue, having hosted the Chicago Bears since 1971. But it has more soccer credentials than you might think. It hosted multiple matches in the 1994 World Cup.
That is a beautiful stadium. I do love this stand right here, the way it just sort of slopes outwards. It's very nice. And it's close to a waterfront too. Beautiful.
And the 1999 Women's World Cup. Not to mention 2019's Gold Cup final between the USA and Mexico. FC Cincinnati will be leaving the unique Nippert Stadium and moving into a brand new stadium of their own.
Look at that.
This stadium's exterior will be made up of 513 fins of LED lighting.
Wow.
Which is a homage homage,
this geezer.
which is a reference to Cincinnati's area code. At almost exactly 1 mile above sea level, Dick's Sporting Goods Park is the highest altitude stadium in the league.
Wow.
Being so high, you're bound to get snow. And in 2013, Costa Rica weren't too pleased when they went down 1-0 to the USA in blizzard conditions.
Wow.
A match which became known as Snow Classico.
I need to see. I need to put that on my list.
The Mafre Stadium was the first stadium built specifically for the MLS.
Wow.
But the defending champs deserve a world-class stadium.
Look at that.
And that's exactly what they'll get in the summer.
That is, man, I've got to say, a lot of these designs I am loving. Just this super modern, beautiful. And the grey, the gunmetal grey look, really nice.
Of 2021, when Columbus Crew's new stadium is complete. The stadium's designed to maximize the atmosphere, with a new steep single-level terrace known as the Nordeck that will feature a drum platform and even fog piping.
Nice.
Toyota Stadium. No, not that one. The one in Texas. That last one, by the way, is located in Toyota, Japan, and sponsored by Toyota, the car company, which was founded nearby.
No shit.
You might think the company was named after the city, but actually it's the other way around. Weird. Anyway, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, FC Dallas's Toyota Stadium is home to the National Soccer Hall of Fame. Audi Field's field-level corporate suites are closer to the action than any other stadium in the league. And if you're a baseball fan, it's just 1,500 feet or about 400.
I like the colour scheme here. The red, the black, the white, very striking.
150 meters from Nationals Park. But it's not the closest MLS stadium to an MLB stadium. That honour goes to BBVA Stadium, which is a little over 1,300 feet or 400 meters from Minute Maid Park. And if you like American football, this stadium is also home to the Texas Southern Tigers college football team. In its short history, the Dignity Health Sports Park has been home to nearly 10 different teams across 3 different sports. And it will even be hosting the rugby at the 2028 Summer Olympics.
Nice.
Bank of California Stadium was the first open.
This is nice. I like this. I like the shape of the would that be called the roof or just these sort of overhangs?
Open-air stadium to be built in the city of Los Angeles since Dodger Stadium was constructed way back in 1962. And if you're a little confused, that's because Dignity Health Sports Park is actually in Carson and not LA itself.
I love this one. Looks great.
Allianz Field is one of many different stadiums in the world that are named after the German insurance company. But it also goes by the nickname Cloud City due to its apparent resemblance to the floating city from Star Wars of the same name. Inter Miami CF Stadium is the temporary home to, Inter Miami CF. And starting in June 2021, it will become the first stadium in the Western Hemisphere to serve as a permanent university campus. Not a bad place to study. Stade Saputo is named after the Saputo family, who donated $7.5 million towards the construction of the stadium.
That's awesome.
Making it the only MLS stadium named after a donor, which is quite common in college football.
Okay. Ooh, look at this.
Nissan Stadium is the temporary home to Nashville SC, who will be getting their own new stadium soon. It's a good thing they're getting their own stadium because Nissan Stadium is prone to flooding. It was completely flooded in 2010 with the water level reaching up to 6 feet deep.
Jeez, that's a lot of water.
Gillette Stadium's design is based on Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium, which was specifically requested by New England Revolution and Patriots owner Robert Kraft.
I like it.
Yankee Stadium. Oh, it appears I mixed up the MLS with the MLB on this one. My apologies.
I was going to say, this looks an awful lot like a baseball diamond.
I don't know how that happened. Unless they play the... No, surely not. Red Bull Arena has a very similar design to Austria's Vertice Stadium. The roof in particular. Speaking of the roof, it's the largest roof canopy of all the MLS stadiums.
I like that look. I do like this look of the, the white sort of like dome-ish sort of aesthetic. Looks really modern.
I know it's Red Bull Arena, but wow, that's a monster of a roof. Okay, jeez. You mess with Red Bull, you get the horns. When construction commenced on Exploria Stadium, plans were originally only for a 19,000 capacity. But due to growing interest, midway through construction, the plans were changed to increase the capacity to 25,500. Subaru Park is situated in a rather picturesque location, and the architects have taken this into consideration when designing the roofs, which don't obstruct the view of the nearby Commodore Barry Bridge and Delaware River.
Interesting look. Very interesting look.
Providence Park is one of my favourite MLS stadiums. Yes, it doesn't boast the amenities or the sleek modern aesthetics of some other stadiums, but it has plenty of character. And that's largely due to the fact that it's currently the oldest soccer-specific stadium in the MLS.
Oh wow. I wonder how old it is. I'll have to Google that.
Rio Tinto Stadium is similar to Subaru Park in that the architects were aware of the stadium's scenic location, but instead of a bridge and a river, it's the rugged Wasatch Mountains that the spectators get a view of. Earthquake Stadium has, well, firstly I hope the San Andreas fault line stays steady because
I have to say that's a pretty cool name for a stadium. Earthquake Stadium. Sounds pretty badass.
a name like that is asking for trouble. Where was I? Oh yes. It has a smattering of red seats that pay Jesus. That reference the team's heyday in the NASL when they wore red. They are laid out in a particular pattern that contains the message Go EQ in binary. In 2014, the pitch at Lumen Field was damaged before a Sounders game by an Amazon corporate event involving a game of Quidditch.
Really?
I think we might have footage of the incident.
This guy.
Sporting Kansas City admirably gives the naming rights of their stadium to a charity. It was originally called Livestrong Sporting Park after Lance Armstrong's charity. The deal was cut short, however, in 2013. I can't think of a possible reason. Oh, yes, that's why.
Oh, Lance.
But it's now named after the Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City. Incredibly, BMO Field is the fifth stadium to be built on that exact site, which is crazy to think of. Being a stadium at 170 Princess Boulevard, Toronto, Canada, is like being Kim Jong-un's dietitian. He'll kill you if he gains weight, and he'll kill you if you tell him to eat less cheese. It's a lose-lose situation. Hopefully BMO Field sticks around for a while, because I quite like it.
Wow.
BC Place used to have an inflatable roof.
I like this.
But in 2007, the roof was torn due to a build-up of snow, and the roof was intentionally deflated. Feeling deflated themselves, they came up with a new roof design, which is the largest cable-supported roof in the world.
Okay.
But to be fair to them, how could they have possibly predicted that it would snow in Canada? So, there you have it. The Major League Soccer...
Man, that was a really fun watch. I was really impressed by some of the designs on the stadiums, particularly the Allianz Stadium and the Mercedes-Benz one, which ironically are both, German companies sponsoring or paying for the naming rights of stadiums. But yeah, the aesthetics. I love the angular sort of geometrics of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and then the sort of smooth white dome of the Allianz Stadium. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the size, the looks, the capacity, and the geography of where these stadiums, where some of them were located. Really, really impressive. Definitely comparable to here in Europe. Like I said at the start of this video, I definitely see the MLS eventually becoming one of the big major leagues, up there with the Premier League, League One, Serie A. And yeah, I definitely think that the American national team will do very well within the next 2 World Cups for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and keep throwing the recommendations my way. I know I say it all the time, but they genuinely help me out, because if I know you enjoyed watching something, I'll definitely enjoy reacting to it. So like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, keep throwing the recommendations, and I'll catch you in the next one.